Hello ladies and welcome back. A lot of you are new on my channel and thank you so much for joining my community of women that are on their journey to becoming more elegant and more graceful. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you 7 tips on how you can become more elegant. And these are tips that you're going to be able to apply in your daily life on how you can become more elegant every single day. So if this is something you're interested in, then please watch the video to the very end. And also, if you are landing here for the first time, my name is Teresa, and this channel is all about leveling up and becoming more elegant and more graceful. And also ladies, if you enjoyed watching this video, before you leave, please hit the like button, as that tells me what type of videos you guys enjoy watching. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. So before we dive into my 7 tips on how you can practice becoming more elegant, I'm going to show you a quick outfit of the day. So what I'm wearing today are my vegan leather pants. I absolutely love these pants that I picked up from Banana Republic. They are in a cropped leg. And I'm also wearing this cream colored sweater that I got from Banana Republic, and just a gold buckled belt. And then I paired these leather pants with some suede boots. And I love the way that they hang right at the edge of the boot. And I just really love how this look came together. And I think it is a perfect look for the fall. So now let's get into my 7 tips that you can incorporate each and every day and become more elegant and more graceful. Point number 1, do not overreact when you are in a disagreement with another person. Now, part of the reason I wanted to make this video was because of something I observed a couple of days ago when I was at the UPS store. So let me share this story with you ladies. There was a woman, and I would give her probably a little bit over the age of 62, and apparently one of her packages had gotten lost. And the agent that was behind the counter was trying to explain to her that he was not the one who lost the package. And she lit into him like never before. I really felt so bad for the young man that was trying to help her. He was trying to look up the tracking number and try to find out the location of her package. And while he was doing that, she was screaming and throwing her hands up in the air, and everybody in the UPS store was frozen because we could not believe the behavior that she was giving this young man. And he kept trying to explain to her that he would do everything possible to try to find her package, but she just needed to calm down. And I understand that she was upset about the package because it was something that she had paid for. But at the same time, ladies, we need to know how to handle ourselves in these type of situations. And not only did she scream and yell at this young man that was trying to help her, but when he handed her a paper to give her the tracking number again, she proceeded to rip the paper up in little small pieces, and then she just scattered them all over the floor in the store and then stormed out the door. And when I saw this, ladies, I was like, oh my goodness, she could benefit from watching my videos. But as an elegant lady, we will never overreact when we are in a disagreement with another person. This shows a lack of class, a lack of self-control, a lack of character, and it also shows that you do not know how to treat another person. We want to make sure that even in a disagreement that we maintain our composure, because this is very important that you do not slip into the mindset of a person who is not classy. So point number 1 is to not overreact in any situation where you are in a disagreement. Point number 2 is to always say please and thank you when you have received the services of another person. Now, I want to go back to my point number 1 that this particular customer, not only did she not thank the person that was trying to help her, but she also showed that she did not even appreciate the effort that he put into finding the package. So as an elegant lady, we want to always say please and thank you. And this shows that you have respect. It shows that you are a good person. Now, I know that most of us, if we do something for someone, that we would appreciate someone saying thank you for that, or I appreciate you doing this for me. So these are just very subtle ways of letting the person know that you appreciate what they have done for you. So an elegant woman would always pay attention to her manners, and she knows to never forget to say please and thank you. Point number 3 is to always be on time. Now, I don't know about you ladies, but I do not like to sit and wait on people when we have an agreed upon time. And I think it is very rude to have someone sitting at a dinner table and 15 and 20 minutes have gone by and you have still not arrived. And an elegant lady would always be on time. She knows the importance of showing up in a timely manner. Now, another little story that I want to share with you ladies is one of my former girlfriends wanted me to meet her for lunch, and I drove about 30 minutes from where I live to meet her, and I was there about 5 or 10 minutes earlier, and 15 minutes went by and she hadn't shown. So I waited another 10 minutes and she still had not arrived. So I ended up calling her and she said to me that she had forgotten. So I was really just upset with that whole situation, and needless to say, I have not met up with her again. Being extremely late without calling or notifying a person that you're going to be late is simply a way to say that you do not value their time. And we as elegant women not only value our time, but we value the time of others. So if you're going to be 5 or 10 minutes late to a restaurant or to a meeting, then call ahead and let your guests know that you are on your way. And now with the magnificence of technology, you can give them an exact ETA of your arrival. So there's really no excuse to show up a half hour later with your guests still sitting there waiting on you. So make sure that you respect the people that are meeting you and give them the respect that you would want to receive if you are waiting on someone. So make sure that you are always on time. Point number 4, when dining out with others, you need to know the right conversation etiquette. Now, sometimes we get around other people and we just want to tell everything about ourselves or what's going on in our lives, or we want to talk politics or things like that. These are not proper dinner conversations. You want to make sure that you have either read a book or you've been to someplace new or maybe visited a museum and you want to share something very interesting about yourself. But having dinner conversations that surround a breakup or a divorce, or you're having difficulties at work or something isn't going on in your life right, and always never ever bring up politics at the dinner table. So as an elegant lady, we know which conversations to table and which conversations to open up. And spilling the beans on your relationships or even talking about health issues are not appropriate topics to talk about when you are at dinner with others. Now, most of us assume that when we go to dinner with someone, we want to enjoy the company. You want to make sure that you have the proper dinner conversation. My husband and I had dinner with a lovely couple last Monday evening, and it was absolutely amazing. We had fun, we laughed, we shared some really good information with one another. So it was a really beautiful conversation, and we didn't even know that the restaurant was closing. That's how good the conversation was. So when you are dining with another individual or a group of people, make sure that you know the proper etiquette for what you are to share or not to share during that dinner. Point number 6 is to don't overstay your welcome. Now, this can tie into point number 5, but one of the things I wanted to share with you ladies is if you are invited to someone's home, please do not overstay your welcome. If they have to ask you to leave, then you have overstayed your welcome. You should enjoy time with them. You should enjoy a nice conversation with the dinner guests. But don't overstay your welcome. Make sure that you are leaving at an appropriate time and that your dinner guests do not have to start yawning or start putting up the dishes or anything like that. You want to make sure that you exit in the appropriate time. Now, you don't want to get up and leave during the middle of dinner or anything like that unless you have some sort of emergency. A clear sign that it is time for you to leave is when somebody is cutting off the music or they are putting the dishes in the dishwasher. You should not be hanging around unless you're going to be helping the person put away the dishes and do a little cleanup after that dinner. But if people are starting to unwind and the music is turned off, the dishes are going to be put away, and you are still sitting on the sofa, then that is a clear sign that you have overstayed your welcome. And trust me, ladies, it does not feel good to host a person who does not know when to leave. So make sure that if you are invited to someone's home, that you never overstay your welcome. Now, my last tip is point number 7, and this may be the most valuable tip of all of them, is to not be critical of others. If you are sitting around the dinner table with other people and you start bashing on someone who's not even there or talking behind somebody's back about another person that most of the people at the table probably don't even know, then this is a clear sign that you just are not classy and you are not elegant. Elegant and classy women never bash people behind their back. They don't gossip about other people. They are intelligent enough to know that someone around the table just might know the person that you're talking about. So being critical of others is also just not a good trait to have, but we should never bash another person in front of other people. And I have talked about this in some of my previous videos. If you have an issue with someone, you need to deal with that directly with the person that you have issues with. So being critical of others just shows that you don't have any class or that you're not a kind and decent person. So make sure that when you are around other people, that the conversation is not only classy, but it does not degrade another person. So those are my 7 tips on how you can become more elegant. And if you enjoyed today's video, please hit the like button. And also, ladies, if you're landing here for the first time, I would love to have you as a subscriber to my community of women who are on their journey to becoming more elegant and more graceful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.